Welcome to Domino Dish. It's December 2nd and this is episode 2, Humble Holidays. In a world of instant gratification and infinite choices, it's easy to lose ourselves. But today, let's talk about why being humble is the ultimate power move this holiday season. Now, I get it. Humility might sound like having low self-esteem, but it's actually the opposite. Being humble adds character and builds integrity. It gives us the endurance to withstand everything outside the ego. Think about it. There are endless scriptures, quotes and movies that highlight the power of humility, especially around this time of year. Classics like Scrooge, Trading Places, The Family Man, and Edward Scissorhands all have one thing in common. They show us the transformative power of being humble. When we're riding high, we feel invincible. But when we're low, that's when we remember to pray, ask for forgiveness, and seek support. Imagine if we did that, not just when we're down, but all the time. People remember those who help change their lives, and those people go on to do the same for others, becoming living legacies. To be humble is to be kind to yourself through good works for others. It's also why God said the meek shall inherit the earth. They earned it through their work and faith, believing they are more than what the world declared of them. They don't boast or act in blasphemy. This doesn't mean they're without sin. No one is perfect. It means they practice being genuinely good people. Regardless of whether we're high or low in prestige, the world will humble us anyway, because it's the balance in the true experience of life. Those who have yet to learn humility have many lessons ahead on their journey. So this holiday season, let's embrace humility. It's the ultimate power move. Thanks for tuning in to Domino Dish. Stay humble, stay kind, and happy holidays.
It's important to stay humble the higher you go. It's important for you to keep telling God, I don't know anything about this, I trust you. In other words, keep being dependent to protect yourself. And this goes for every one of you. Sometimes we think that we are so intelligent, we don't need God. But God says, I depose kings as well. Being humble means you are always in touch with your flesh, knowing that you are fragile, that everything happened to you was because of divine intervention, not because of human intelligence. That you come and remind yourself that you don't know anything except what he allowed you to learn. Should we pray before the staff meeting in my office? Oh, you bet pray. And if folks don't like it, tell them to stand outside. We're going to pray because we hired you, and Lord may destroy this company to get rid of you. I ain't going to let you destroy my company. Some of y'all looking funny. You realize when Jonah disobeyed God, the whole ship was going to be in trouble?
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, but humble yourself. I'm just being real, bro. Like, humble yourself. You didn't wake you up this morning. Humble yourself. You didn't create you. Humble yourself. Like I said before, God didn't need you. He simply involved you. Humble yourself. Sometimes your pride is the thing that's getting in your very way. Humble yourself. Don't ever get too prideful and it stop you from being great. You never know who you can learn from. You never know who you can gain knowledge from and grow from. Humble yourself. I can do all things through Christ. Not you. Chill.
Like how you said, man, it's like, bro, you inspired me, man. Like, that keep me going. I got an amazing supporting team, and they just be like, well, you gonna talk your shit. I'm like, I'm not. I'm gonna stay humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling with this, so I'm glad you brought this shit, bro.
I think we gotta dab into that word hunger.
Okay.
God made us to shine, yo.
Shine.
And I think humble, that's playing small. It's to fit in. It's to not stand out, but we ain't meant to fit in, bro. And the reason why there are so many people that need to hear your story,
Right.
so many people. I think we discount the amount of people that really need, like people going through something, can't see their way out, and they just need something to just believe. Like they ain't the only one that's going through what they're going through. Without you talking though, without you sharing that story, people get really caught up in their own world and think they're the only one. You got to fight through a lot of noise just to get to that one person. It's gonna be a whole lot of people saying, whatever.
But they'll stop. So you got 20 people in line, and you need to get to, and you need to get to the end.
Yeah.
Right. And you have 4 people trying to get there. They'll stop at 19.
Yeah.
You right there.
Right.
One more. Bro, I had thousands of doors closed in my face. Right. It don't even bother. I mean, and that's because I had to learn myself. It went from one thing I used to be like, man, why they always talking negative about me, this and that, right? I'm just like, I got to the point where I was like, man, people gonna talk, man. And when I say humble, right, it's because it's like, my humbleness is welcoming. I can get cocky, this and that, but I'm gonna get cocky with these kids. I'm gonna get cocky in these events. We gonna put on.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. 'Cause we gotta redefine what it is, because the term that's out there right now is like it has taught me to be small and shrink.
Yeah,
but it's like, nah,
Your humble is a diamond.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Though, like this me.
This is humble shining. The truck. Look at this, bro. You got a building. You got this. This is shining.
Yeah.
You woke up. You know what I'm saying? You got a routine. That's humble and shining. You got everything that you need to provide, right? You showing it. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole book be like, man, tell me, get up there, telling folks this and that. And I be like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They see it, bro.
You ain't gotta say it.
I ain't, because you know how bad I want to be like, man, I'm that guy, I'm this and that. But it's like, nah, I'm like, I look back and I be like you say, I said, damn, man, I'm like, really a movie, man.
No, that's a you just gave me a whole new perspective, bro. Like it goes back to gratitude. Like I gotta see, I'm always looking for the next thing to conquer.
Yeah.
And we conquer so much.
Look at all this you got in here, bro.
Yeah.
This stuff, this ain't your normal stuff. This stuff costs. That's a pat on the back. I mean, listen, the lives, the people that you talk to, that you say, that you inspire, you give yourself some credit. That's the thing about a lot of men. They don't know how to give themselves no credit. I'm gonna stay poor. My wife don't even know until she sees this interview. She gonna know. She like, damn, my baby writing. She don't know I get up and I write and I talk and I just be like, I can wake up and then some days like this morning I could be like, I'm tired as hell. But then I'm driving here with the radio off and I'm like, I'm about to go get with my dog. I'm about to do an interview. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's how I pop mine. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta see this. Because I don't. So many people don't know me, man. They know who my name.
Yeah.
Like they be like, hey, you know, you with the jet right there. That's what I'm saying. You paying attention.
Humble doesn't mean driving a shitty car and living in a small house and not thinking highly of yourself. Humble actually means going out, becoming successful, and then remembering that the reason that you are successful is not because you are great, it's because you took the actions that made yourself successful. And when you look at another human being, you understand that if that human being were to take the same actions as you, they would be successful as well. We are not attaching our success to us. We are attaching our success to the actions that we take. What that means when in terms of humility is not that I think less of myself, but I understand that I am a result of my actions and that person is a result of their actions. That's what humility is about.
I've noticed a lot on this app that a lot of content creators are telling women that they should not be humble anymore. And I understand their sentiments when they say that, because it's kind of like women have been told basically forever that they should be humble and quiet and passive and never vocalize their true thoughts. But I argue that whilst that is very true, if you are a high-value woman, a triple threat, a feminine woman, humility is going to be your greatest weapon against the feelings of jealousy. So that's why I do not accept the notion that you should stop being humble. But then again, I completely understand where these other women are coming from. In a couple of videos ago, I did mention how in order to combat jealousy, you need to be humble. You need to practice humility. Basically, you're going to be putting other people before you and letting them shine. And I still stick with that same sentiment. Honestly, ladies, if you want to cure jealousy, the antidote to jealousy as a whole is humility. I am telling you this. Being humble is like putting on a bulletproof vest against feelings and emotions of jealousy. Because when you feel jealousy, it is absolutely horrid. People even unalive other people because of jealousy. So if you are not humble, if you don't practice humility, you are susceptible to becoming very envious and jealous yourself. Because essentially, those people who are envious and jealous of you and are attacking you and are bullying you, they do not have any ounce of humility. They are completely arrogant. That's why they have the urge and the need to pick on you. I know in a couple of my videos I have said be 10% arrogant and 90% humble. And again, I still stick with that sentiment. You do need to be a little bit arrogant in this world, especially if you possess beauty or other amazing traits. Because again, it protects you against those who are jealous. But humility protects you from yourself, from you potentially becoming jealous. So in the end, be humble, but also a little bit of arrogance. I've noticed a lot of this.
I've never been a person to humble myself in nobody's room. What's the point? What I've worked hard all these years to be, I'm going to push that. I'm not trying to lower my importance so you can feel good. I'm not trying to brag or boast in front of you. I'm just who I am. If you don't like it, you should become great at your damn self. But looking for me to simmer down because you can't ball up, I have a real big problem with it. Being humble in a room when you know you're not the boss, you're scared of getting fired. I've never been that person. I will never be that person. I encourage you not to be that person because it's so annoying to see a person lower themselves in a room, knowing they have a high skill set, knowing they're important, knowing they bring value to a room, and act as if they don't have anything. Nobody said be a show-off at all. It's just simply being great. And if a person in the room don't like that you're being great, remove yourself from the room or keep shining brighter till you walk out the room because you're too bright.
Humility is an essential quality that keeps you grounded and open to continuous learning. Recognizing that you don't have all the answers and there's always more to learn will help you remain teachable and adaptable. Humble people are more likely to seek out new knowledge, listen to feedback, and learn from others' experiences. This mindset helps personal and professional growth as it encourages you to embrace opportunities for improvement and collaboration. Staying humble also helps you build stronger relationships as others appreciate your willingness to acknowledge your limitations and you value their contributions. You got this.
Humility is the most important characteristic for a human being to have, definitely for a leader to have, and in an organization. And what we're talking about right now, if you're not humble enough to think that maybe you need to make some adjustments, that is going to bite you. And it might not bite you tomorrow, it might not even bite you next year, but it will bite you. So we have to stay humble all the time. We're in a constant battle with our ego. Now, is there a dichotomy to this? Yes, there is. Of course there is. Do we want to have people that have some ego? Yeah, of course. I want somebody that wants to work hard. I want somebody that wants to win. Yes. But do I want somebody that's going to make bad decisions so they can win? That's going to win for them but hurts the company? No, don't want that. Do I want somebody that hoards information because they like to be powerful? No, I want somebody that's humble. So I'm constantly looking for that characteristic when I bring people on board. When I was putting people in leadership positions in the SEAL team, it's like, who is humble enough to not think they know everything, to listen to what other people have to say, to recognize that they could be wrong about some of their ideas, and then make adjustments. We have to stay humble.
How to stay humble yet confident. Know this and always remember this. There's always someone smarter than you, wiser than you, more successful than you, prettier than you, more muscular than you, skinnier than you, bigger than you, a better body than you, kinder than you, more generous than you, faster than you, more persistent than you, more passion and drive than you, bigger goals than you, more giving and loving than you. There's always someone that is better at something than you. There's always someone else that has stronger traits than you. You will never ever always be the smartest, the kindest, the strongest, the wisest, the most successful, everywhere. That's impossible. We all bring value to the table. It just depends what. You may lack in something I am so strong at. You may know more about something I have no idea about. You may make more money than me. I may be more loving and generous than you. We all have value. Everyone is valuable in their own way. I'm valuable in my own way. I can bring things to the table that you can't ever fucking do. And vice versa. You can't find anyone out there like me, and I can't find anyone out there like you. Know that, and still love yourself, and own what you bring to the table. Know what you bring to the table. Never ever dim yourself. Show yourself off. Show your strengths off. Be who you are. Shine so bright. Flaunt it all. But, remember, you are not the best. And you will never ever be the best because growth has no end. Knowledge has no end. Money has no end. Love has no end. There's always more to learn. There's always more room to grow. There's always something to be better at. And there will always be someone better at something than you. Humble enough to know that I'm not the best and I don't know everything. But confident enough to know that I am enough and I have a lot of value and a lot of things to bring to the table.
This video was meant for yesterday, and I apologize for the late drop, but I will be working hard to bring you more entertainment news, hot topics, and content variety. After watching this video, do you still feel the same about what humbleness means to you? And which do you prefer, lessons in the ego or blessings of humility? Whichever one you choose, the overall goal is to enjoy life and all it has to offer. This is the creator of Domino Dish. Thank you for your time.